Let us move on and talk about Russia. The Bank of Russia is set to announce its latest monetary policy decision today, with expectations running higher over another cut to the benchmark rate. This comes despite Russia's inflation rate climbing to 16.7% in February. These are levels we haven't seen since 2002. Now, speculation has been rife over the health of the president, Vladimir Putin, after he cancelled a scheduled trip this week. A spokesman for the Kremlin has been forced to deny the 62-year-old leader is in poor health, but added he couldn't say when Putin will next be in public. And it's fantastic. When I was reading that, I had one gentleman nodding, another one shaking his head. And the one shaking his head was Alistair. The one who's nodding was Arnab Das, who is Managing Director of Macro Strategy at Trusted Sources. Nice to see you, Arnab. How are you?
Good.
Good. Right, what do you think about this? That situation. I mean, everyone's got a view on Putin. I mean, I presume if he is, he's got a cold or something. But I mean, it's amazing how the speculation starts. The rumour mill just runs aggressively on this one.
Looks like we're back in the fine art of Kremlinology.
We are. And it is a fine art, and it is almost impossible to become a master at Kremlinology as well. But I mean, just your take on that second story. I mean, any thoughts on that?
I think it's really impossible to tell. There's clearly something going on, right? They haven't, it hasn't been revealed what's going on, and the signal is that, I think, it seems to me, that something is there more than meets the eye, because the denials are not, how should we say, definitive and comprehensive. And just the point that you made at the end of your own comments, that we don't know when he's going to be back in the public eye again, leaves the door a bit open.
Especially at a time when and funny enough, I spoke about this when I was in Ukraine to a couple of people, and the importance of showing the strongman image as well to Mr. Putin is central to his own public relations strategy as well, isn't it? So he'll want to put to bed this story straight away, or get out of bed and put to bed the story.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, I'm not going to get too worked up about this at this stage. No. Arnab's absolutely right. If I think back 4 or 5 years, there were reliable, allegedly, reports that Igor Sechin, who was then a deputy prime minister, now head of Rosneft, was seriously ill. Sechin is running around the world today. He looks perfectly fit to me.
Last year, he seemed pretty well.
Precisely. So I'm afraid, as somebody who was brought up on Kremlinology in my previous incarnation, I'm used to dealing with this sort of stuff. Let's wait until we've got something.
But it's not just Russia.